Every show has its fan favorites and the most hated characters. For object shows, it isn't different. For example, in a show called Animatic Battle, the fan favorites would be, for example, exclamation mark and popcorn, and the opposite, the most hated ones, for example, would be Golden Apple for some reason. About BFDI though, who could be called fan favorites? Probably Golf Ball and Pin for reasons. And the hated ones would be Loser, Rocky, and Grassy. I'm not telling with that everybody hates or loves these characters, as people do have different opinions, but these contestants were showing pretty much the most often. I don't have many opinions on different characters, well, except for Eraser, as he's just, whatever, never mind. Throughout the years, I've saw ups and downs in the popularities of different characters, for example, Yellowface. In the first episodes of Teapot, he's been starting to be recognized as a fan favorite, getting the most votes on his team twice. Then in the BFDIA's revival, he's been shown as a racist person, what made him lose fans and his popularity. What do I think about it? Well, in my opinion, it's a kind of stupid actually reason to hate a character for, as the build-up was kind of cool in BFDIA. After that in Teapot though, he started to get less and less votes every time his team got youth. What in Teapot 17 made him get eliminated? I'll tell you one thing. Try to guess who I voted in Teapot 16 to be safe. It was Yellowface and Pillow. I was so sad when I saw these two get eliminated. Talking about Pillow, she suffered the same way Yellowface had. What wasn't really cool in my opinion. In the early Teapot episodes, Pillow was, as Yellowface, pretty much a fan favorite. She started badly, as in BFB she didn't do almost anything. In Teapot though, she started getting more screen time, more funny jokes, and a new personality. As her popularity grew, she started to get more controversial, as some people didn't like the fact that she was killing people, where others just liked her. Then the best Teapot episode arrived, which made Pillow get the most hated contestant. Because of the misheard information about the challenge, her whole team thought that the challenge was to wipe out the whole team. And what did Pillow do? Kill everyone on her team in different ways. Nickel got disfigured by getting hit on the bed, Book got possibly disjointed and used as Pillow's armor, and Price Tag got simply ripped in half. Finally, Bommy took both her and himself down by igniting himself. What made them actually lose the challenge? This episode got Pillow so hated that the community started sending death threats to people who just said that they like her. Because of this episode, she started to lose popularity and fans, making her get less and less votes. And then in TPOT 17, get eliminated with Yellowface. Okay, that was a lot of talking for an intro, and I still haven't told you what the topic of it is. Well, if you read the title correctly, you should know that we'll be talking about a contestant who didn't deserve the hate that they got. Okay, so write down your guesses, or don't. I actually wonder who associates with this the most for you. By the way, if you can please subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me and shows that you actually might like the thing you're seeing. That one click doesn't really cost you anything, but makes me happy. So if you could do this, it would be cool, but if not, I'm still thankful you've watched this video this far. Okay, let's assume you wrote your guesses down, or actually don't assume, and just head on to the answer. Who's that contestant? Well, I have the long-awaited answer. Sorry for making you wait this long. It's Foldy. Shocked? No? Oh, okay. In order to make you get on the topic, I'll tell you the whole story of hers. Foldy is a female contestant who debuted in BFB. She was friends with Stapy and Marker at the start of this season. She was considered a background character, as she didn't really do much. You could have thought that since she was bland and not really liked, she would have been one of the first contestants out on her team. Well, she got the least votes actually, making my eraser sad. After this elimination though, she started being hated more and more for one stupid thing. What is that? I'll tell you, but first smash up that subscribe button or I'll smash your. So in BFB we clearly saw that Foldy is pretty much best friends with Stapy, a character very cool and very underrated. We used a ton of time talking about different characters earlier, so I won't talk about Stapy now as I respect your time. We could see their friendship, for example, in BFB 4 as they were playing rock, paper, scissors together. Foldy in BFB1 said that Stapy has to be on a team with her to show more that they are friends. Plus, once Fries wanted to use her to lower the basket, he accidentally killed her, making Stapy mad. This shows that they liked each other much. You would think that since they were friends and, well, actually, they weren't blind comparing to other characters, you would think that they would survive the first elimination. Right? In BFB8, the challenge was to answer the questions that Donut's been asking every team. In my opinion, this episode both Stapy and Bubble shined, but we're not talking about Bubble this time. Actually, Bubble. We forgot about someone. We forgot about Foldy. Foldy before this episode died, and since 4 was pretty much their recovery center, and 4 wasn't around, she was just pretty much killed off. Stapy was designated as a corresponding person, and while he wasn't answering questions because he had a plan to make other team lose. He's been making a fake button behind while everyone were answering questions. Once he made it, he ordered Puffball to get the fake button to another team, and while their target was Iance. With that, Iance lost, and Free Food, aka Stapy's team, won. But to our surprise, Match snitched Donut about the fact that Stapy has cheated, making Free Food up for elimination. Next episode, Stapy got eliminated. What actually was a shocker, as he was pretty much the most interesting character there, like literally. Tell me who was more interesting than him on Free Food. You got nothing? Yeah, I know. In BFB11, for came back he and recover and suck the eliminated contestants up. Don't take this out of context, I know it sounds weird. Foldy's been recovered. She was confused. She was on her team, but she couldn't see her best friend. Then this happened.
Hi, Foldy!
No,
What? Why?
it's not enough for me to just win. To avenge Stapy, I need to make sure that Iance loses.
Wow!
Foldy wanted to get her revenge on Stapy. This is the part of this video when I finally tell you why she got so hated. I needed this build up because it's cool, I guess. The challenge started. The challenge was a stair climbing challenge or something, I don't know. Teams were designating contestants to climb these stairs. Iance chose Flower and Free Food chose who? Free Food's chosen Foldy. Both of these girls actually were pretty much first at the top. What happened next was pretty much a reason why Foldy got so hated. If you didn't really catch that, well, Foldy had been feeling vengeful, so she decided to sabotage Iance. And while it shows us even more that Foldy and Stapy friendship is actually a great thing. Nobody ever has felt vengeful over their friends getting eliminated, and in my opinion, that is very cool to see such a development arc from a pretty much bland character. Okay, now, why did Foldy got so hated because of this? Well, here are some reasons. People didn't like what she did to Flower, and that is it. So Foldy is being hated for being vengeful? Well, sort of. As I said earlier, she wasn't really interesting, so making her, as people called her, an antagonist was not a great move. Or was it? She decided to join Teapot. It could have given her a chance to shine, as the crew said that we're going to get a lot of the not interesting characters shine. Greatest examples of this are obviously Pillow and Yellow Face, but also Clock, Basketball, Robot Flower, Eggy, and other ones. Did Foldy get more interesting though? Well, kind of. If we were going to compare her BFB and her TPOT selves, we would see that she actually kind of changed. We saw her do some stuff. She argued with Eggy and Basketball about how they left their team behind, well, okay, she wasn't really interesting in Teapot, I get it. But still, in my opinion, the fact that she got eliminated was actually kind of unfair in my opinion. Foldy had this amazing friendship with Stapy. She showed her personality in BFB11 that she can be determinate and interesting. She was the first ever contestant to avenge her friend. Plus, low-key, can we talk about the fact that she is amazingly great and fast at climbing stairs, as she was pretty much first on the top before everyone else. Damn, that girl is a diva. Anyway, now what do I think about Foldy? I actually feel overwhelmingly indifferent about her, and actually I agree, she's been boring at times. But her getting hated was actually very not cool and undeserving. I actually hope she will get a development arc in the future and hopefully get some recognition. It would be really cool seeing her as a fan favorite. Anyway, that's all for this video. I know my arguments were kind of lame. I'm not used to making this sort of videos, but I hope you liked it. This is pretty much the first time when I did such a video. What do you think about it? Was it okay? Was it lame? Or something else? Would be really cool to know what you think about it, as I actually would like to do a bit more videos like this. And coming back to our topic, please write down in the comments what you actually think about Foldy. Did she deserve this hate? Or didn't she? Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please subscribe as it doesn't cost you anything but makes me happy. That's all. Thank you, and goodbye.